Okay, shapes of distributions. Right, okay. So when you draw your histogram, if it goes up and then down, that's symmetrical. Right, okay. So if you were to draw it without the bars, or if you were to just draw a curve around the top of the bars, it would be up, then down. That's called a normal distribution. We'll be hearing more about that. Okay, so if it goes up, then down. Right, and in those, right, in that distribution, the mean and the median and the mode are always bang in the center, right? Okay, so the mean equals the median and it equals the mode, right? That's the first shape of a distribution. The second one is called a positive skew, and a positive skew is if it starts high and it moves down, right? Okay, so it starts high and it gets lower as it goes down. So it starts high, gets high very quickly, and then it tails off lower in the positive direction. In the positive direction. So as you move off in the positive, as you move up in the positive direction, there's a tail, right? Okay, and if that's the shape of your distribution, the mean is normally greater than the median, which is greater than the mode. Remember, the mode is the one that appears most often, so that's the peak. The mean is the average and the median is where the middle person is. So the mean is always bigger than the median, which is in turn bigger than the mode. Next one is negative skew, right? So a negative skew it tails off in the negative direction. So the negative direction is this way. So it tails off in the negative direction. So it peaks over here, right? Okay. And in this case, right, the mean is always less than the median, which is less than the mode. Remember, the mode is the one that appears most often. The median is the middle person and the mean is the average. Okay. Then finally we have uniform distribution. That's basically all the bars are the same height, right? So there's no mode, as in there's no number that appears most often, and the mean equals the median. Right, a bimodal distribution, right, is bi means there's two modes, right? So there's two bars at the same height. We can also have multimodal distributions where we have 3 modes, 4 modes, etc. Right, okay. And finally then, what about just the shape of the distribution and the standard deviation? Right, remember the standard deviation is how far away the values are from the mean. Okay, so here the mean is in the middle, right? And most of the data is huddled around the middle, so therefore it would have a low standard deviation, right? Again, in this one, the mean is in the middle, but most of the data is out here, so it's far away from the mean, so that would have a high standard deviation. Remember, sigma means standard deviation. So if more of the data is farther from the mean, the higher the standard deviation. And that's shapes of distributions done.